about abortion. Sorry, tell me how this works. Bacteria is life on Mars, but a heartbeat isn't life on Earth? Weird.
We want to do our little rant on abortion and how...
Such a fun topic.
It is a fun topic.
Wow.
Right. And how is it... Where does science fall into the equation with abortion right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think it depends on who you ask, for sure.
It shouldn't depend on who you ask, because it should just be...
Hey, science is subjective. It's 2020.
Yeah.
Don't be a bigot.
Well, that's stupid because it's absolute in a lot of other cases.
Well,
right?
let me ask you this. Where do you think... Because obviously I think people know our take on it, especially after this last podcast. Our take on it is we're pro-life, right?
Pro-life.
So
I'm not anti-life. I'm pro-life.
Right. I'm anti-abortion and I'm pro-life. Which means that we think that a life starts at where? Where do you think a life begins? Conception.
But here's my thing.
We need to break down what conception is.
You want us to demonstrate? I got a video. Actually, I wanted to play.
I could use finger motions.
So Tom McDonald's a rapper I introduced you to a little while ago. Actually, my son introduced to it, and maybe I'll play it here. But he puts this argument up. He goes, wait, a heartbeat isn't life on Earth, but bacteria is life on Mars. Mm-hmm. He's like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like that, and I go, that's such an awesome argument because everybody wants to use science, and they go, oh, bacteria on Mars. Oh, look what we found. It's life there. Mm-hmm. Yet when we disregard everything when it comes to a baby being born here, and I think my biggest problem with it is science has come such a long ways. Would you say science is way better now than it was 100 years ago?
Oh yeah. Completely.
Would you say science is better now than it was 20 years ago?
I would say that.
Would you say it's absolutely better than it was 10 years ago?
Scientifically, yes.
Okay, now you have a baby, right?
Yes.
Okay, did you get...
It's a bundle of cells, sir.
So you had a bundle of cells.
An elaborate bundle.
Mm-hmm. And when you got the ultrasound on the bundle of cells, what kind of ultrasound did you get?
I don't know. What kinds are there? The regular kind?
The regular kind. Was it a 3D ultrasound?
No.
Okay.
It was a regular 2D.
Like just you can hear the heartbeat, you can see the...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then they have the 3D one now. And I don't know if you've ever seen pictures of this, but it does the whole outline of a baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that didn't exist when I was having my kids. And now we can see that. And I think science even shows that they can sense a heartbeat after how many weeks?
I don't know. It's
6
a
weeks
really
or
short
like
amount of
that.
time.
Yeah.
But I think that the thing that I dislike about the abortion argument is that I think it stems from a lot of laziness. Because I think if you were to put the effort in to really make a decision where you think it becomes a life, you could rationalize that argument to me, I would hear you out for sure as to why you think an abortion should be okay. But the problem is that 99% of the people I talk to about abortion who are pro-abortion, I feel like their argument is just lazy. They just go, it should be a woman's right. It's like, okay, but let's break that down. A woman's right, so you think she has the right because she's a living person. Then why do you not think it's a living person inside of her? At what point did that not become a living person? And they don't know. And they never know. And I go, are you just being lazy to figure that out?
Right. And a lot of people, when they're saying, oh, what are you having? Are you having a baby? Is it going to be a boy or is it going to be a girl? I mean, they always talk about you having a baby. They never say, oh, how's that bundle of cells doing? Right. And they always refer to it as life, even at conception, unless it's going down the route of abortion, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And, the same people that say that, Republicans are anti-science are the same people who say, you ought to not gender your baby. You should let your baby pick its own gender because it's fluid until it chooses.
Well, also on the ultrasound, it tells you whether it's doing this or not doing that, and that tells you whether it's a boy or a girl,
it's just
right?
Another bundle of cells.
It's just, well, a little bit more cells on some of them, less on the others. Yeah, well, I don't understand how this day and age, and this is where I guess we can end it here, I don't understand how this day and age, with science being so advanced that it is, we can still get behind not only abortion, we can get behind late-term abortion, and then there are some people who think it's okay to even have a baby, let it sit there, and then determine whether you want it or not.
Well, I would love to get other people's take on this. I really would. So if you have your own take on why we're wrong and why abortion should be scientifically accepted, please email those to Aaron@twoopinionateguys.com.
Yeah, also listen to Tom McDonald because, I could go on a whole rant about how awesome this guy is. His raps on Don't Being Offended, how rappers changed the world, how basically he's getting rich off of everybody hating him. It's pretty awesome. He's self-produced and he's on YouTube. Anyway, there's a little plug for him. Sorry.
That's good.
Yeah, he is.
It's because I'm a Christian. I hate the internet and anyone who has an opinion. And everybody angry if you say white. Okay, fine. Pass me the brush and I'll paint my face to the shades right. Let's talk about abortion. Sorry, tell me how this works. Bacteria is life on Mars, but a heartbeat isn't life on Earth?